Welcome to Strasbourg, France, the most beautiful medieval city in the world. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Project Gaia. JP here, and today we are in Strasbourg, France. Now, Strasbourg is one of my most favorite cities in France, in Europe, and in the world because of all of its history and how enchanted it is. It really is a beautiful city. Now, it's a large city. There's a modern part as well. The European Parliament is actually headed here. But where most people do when they come here is they want to see the historic architecture and the storybook-like setting of this quaint, beautiful city, right? So you can see it already around me. I mean, you have these candy-colored medieval buildings with these half-timber designs and these old roofs. It truly is inspirational and beautiful. So what we're going to do on this trip is I am going to take us through Strasbourg, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about the history and show you some of the best things to do and see while you're here. So, let's begin. So to get better acquainted with Strasbourg, I recommend you check out two museums. One is called the Alsace Museum, which teaches you about the history of the entire Alsace region. And then just a couple feet away from that is the Musée Historique, which teaches you all about the history and development of Strasbourg. And then actually within the museum too, there is a to-scale model of the entire medieval city. So it's very good to see, and it helps you kind of get your bearing before you fully explore the entire city. Nestled in the heart of Strasbourg, the Alsace Museum offers a captivating journey through the region's rich heritage, from its traditional folk art to its complex past, shaped by both French and German influences. Discover intricate textile, stunning ceramics, and fascinating exhibits that tell the story of Alsace's unique blend of cultures. Whether you're drawn to its vibrant history or its breathtaking craftsmanship, the Alsace Museum is a must-see for anyone eager to explore the soul of this beautiful region. Also, check out Strasbourg's History Museum. This allows you to get a better understanding of the city's story before you fully explore all of its fascinating sights. Located in a stunning medieval building, the museum takes you on a journey through Strasbourg's fascinating history, from Roman times to its role as a European cultural hub. With engaging exhibits on architecture, art, and local traditions, it's the perfect place to dive into the rich heritage of this beautiful city. Strasbourg's charm lies in the meandering medieval lanes that carry you through the city as if like on some sort of medieval carriage ride. Here you can marvel at several hundreds years old architecture that looks like it's right out of a storybook. This is an enchanting place, a place of wonder,
place that taps into your heart, beckoning you to remember the fairy tale imagination from your youth.
Now, if there is one thing you cannot miss in Strasbourg, it is Strasbourg Cathedral, more formally known as Cathedral de Notre Dame de Strasbourg. Also, the Place de la Cathédrale, which is where we are now, and this is the plaza surrounding the cathedral. Now, it is one of the most ornate churches in Europe and in the world. I mean, the facade is truly magnificent. And the inside has a very dark vibe, but it's very spiritual and it has a very kind of holy aura to it, you know? And it really is truly an amazing place to stop in and kind of meditate on your big tour here in Strasbourg. Now, the cathedral began in the mid 13th century, so it's about 800 years old. There were renovations and it wasn't quite completed till about the mid 15th century, so it took about 200 years to build. And I mean, the dedication and craft in this building and its dedication to God and religion truly is inspiring. So let's head in.
Strasbourg Cathedral took nearly 300 years to complete, with construction starting in 1015 and finishing in 1439. Originally built in Romanesque style, it was later transformed into a stunning Gothic masterpiece that you see here. The cathedral's spire, standing at 466 feet, was the tallest in the world until the 19th century. Over the centuries, it's been a symbol of Strasbourg's rich history, from being a center of faith to a symbol of resilience during times of conflict. It's a true testament to the city's architectural and cultural heritage. Right outside the church, check out Place de la Cathédrale. Here you will find tourists, yes, but also tons of interesting stores, cafes, and an overall lively atmosphere, enjoying the view of the medieval cathedral. Make sure to wander the streets of Strasbourg after sunset, for here you will find nightlife, cafes, tons of people enjoying a drink, concerts, and just a dedication to the enjoyment of life. Now, when you're in Strasbourg, I really recommend you check out the nightlife. There is a lot to do and see here, right? So from bars to nightclubs to cafes, I mean, you really have it all here. We're here on a Saturday in October, like mid-October, so it's a little bit after the high season and a little bit before the big Christmas season. So it's a good group, and it's not too crowded, right? And you really have an opportunity to really get in with the locals and to have a good time, right? So grab a beer, grab some wine, hit up a conversation with somebody. I mean, if you're looking, you know, you're single, you're looking for girls or guys or whatever, this is the place to go. I recommend Maison Camerzel right on the Place de la Cathédrale for dinner. This restaurant is inside a medieval building dating to 1427 and offers you a taste of that unique Alsatian cuisine that blends both French and German influence. So one of the best things to do here in Strasbourg is to simply walk around and just absorb all the beautiful Hansel and Gretel style medieval architecture, right? So when you walk around here, it's just really like a labyrinth of these old little medieval streets and alleyways, and it really is beautiful. And you could just like look up and it's just like an open air museum, the whole thing. It really is something special to see. Now, I'm here bright and early in the morning, so it's about 9 o'clock a.m. right now. And if you come at this time, I recommend this because you have it all to yourself. So things don't really kind of start getting going
till about 9:30, 10 a.m. Then the tourists start coming in, and then it can get pretty crowded, you know. But if you come in the morning, you know, around 9 or even before that, you have the whole thing to yourself, and it's just this real open air architecture museum. You would just look up and just be amazed by everything that you see. So a must-do while you're here in Strasbourg is to check out the River Ill. Now, it kind of goes all along and circumnavigates the city, right? But it's just a fascinatingly beautiful river flanked by this medieval architecture on both sides. And there's also boat tours, which are pretty cool if you're interested in learning more about the history of Strasbourg. Look into that. But what's so great about it is there are these parks that walk along it. It's just very romantic and very beautiful. And then where I'm at now, this section is filled with locks and dams. And what a lock is basically an elevator for boats. So boats come through. There's a vertical change in the river's elevation. So what it does is it allows the boats to come in, then raises or lowers them, and then they can continue to the lower or higher part of the river. So it's just a feat of engineering. It's very old, and it's just amongst these beautiful medieval candy-colored buildings. So definitely check out the River Ill and take a walk along here and see the dams and the locks as well. So the next place you have to see, and this is truly a must-see, is the Petite France district. So this is the most famous district here in Strasbourg. I mean, it looks like you're in like Hansel and Gretel or Beauty and the Beast. It truly is amazing. I mean, it's filled with these half-timber medieval structures all around you, you know, with little rivers and canals interwoven between them, and lots of stores and little restaurants, and it's just so quaint and so beautiful. It really is very characteristic of the Alsace region. I mean, it feels French, but it also feels German. It truly is one of the best things to do and see while you're here. So give yourself some time to truly explore La Petite France.
Welcome to La Petite France, the postcard perfect heart of Strasbourg. This enchanting district, located on the Grand Ile, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a must-visit for anyone exploring the Alsace region. Rolling through its cobblestone streets feels like stepping into a fairy tale, with half-timbered houses dating back to the 15th, 16th, and 17th centuries, lining picturesque canals. Historically, this area was home to tanners, fishermen, and millers, and you can still see remnants of their craft in the preserved architecture. The name La Petite France, ironically, comes from a 15th century hospital for syphilis patients. Since this was a kind of sailor district, syphilis was rampant in this area. But today, it symbolizes charm and romance. La Petite France is more than just a neighborhood. It's a living museum of Strasbourg's history and culture. Whether you're here for the architecture, history, or just the magical and enchanting atmosphere, this district will leave you absolutely awestruck. Strasbourg is commonly referred to as the Christmas capital of the world because of its fantastic Christmas displays. We are here in October, so just shy of the Christmas season, but the city is an absolute wonder to explore any time of the year. Whether you like history, architecture, or just that French and German vibe, you are sure to enjoy this fantastic city.
So a lot of people don't know that Strasbourg actually has a very nice shopping district. It's called Rue des Juifs or Rue de Hallerbades. Rue de Juifs turns into Rue de Hallerbades, and they just have some big names and a lot of boutiques. So if you're looking to get some of that French style and some elegance and you like to shop, this is a nice place to go. And even if you're not into shopping, it's just like a nice place to stroll through. I mean, it has beautiful architecture all around and has a very classy vibe.
Welcome to the shopping capital of Strasbourg. The city is not all about medieval architecture and fairy tale charm. This is also a modern city that utilizes its medieval structures to provide a home to one of France's premier shopping districts. This is classy, yet not snooty, fancy, yet approachable.
Okay guys, this was Strasbourg, France. I had an amazing time showing you guys this medieval, beautiful, lively, entertaining city. I mean, it really makes you feel alive here, and it is one of my most favorite places in France, in Europe, and in the world. Listen guys, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video and share this video, and let me know if you have any questions at all, or leave me your suggestions. Okay, until next time guys, take care. Bye.